Hello. Today I thought it would be interesting to take you through my thought process on one of my Swift play games where I think I did pretty well on. Okay, so it looks like I kept a classic. Sometimes I will go Ghost because I feel like I can get better performance and use out of having a Ghost, but other times I will opt for using or buying all my util. I think I bought all my util here, or maybe I only bought a nano and turret. But it really depends on what map I'm choosing or playing on. I'll make my decisions. If I've got two lineups, I'll buy two mollies instead of a ghost.
Shadows traveling.
Still in sight.
So here I want to molly off market to prevent them from pushing.
Swarm grenade out.
Our Phoenix had the same idea, and I wanted to prevent a push through CT. So here I go to plant, and I pop that molly CT. I think this is both good and bad. All five of us are currently on site. So I think in this case, popping that molly early back CT is possibly good to prevent someone from attempting to peek, or if there's like three already here, preventing them from flooding. If it wasn't all five of us on the site and we were kind of, you know, back here, I don't know if you can see my cursor actually. If we were up by door market, maybe I would have held the molly, and as soon as a teammate made contact with someone CT, then I would have popped that molly to, provide us more time to defend the plant. So I think in this case, popping the molly CT while planting is pretty situational. I do type in chat that one was flank because my turret did pick somebody up flank.
Yeah.
Cover going out.
I managed to get this kill on Reyna, and then I panic right click on ISO. Yes, I did 52 damage to him, and we did win the round, but I think I could have played that a bit better and secured myself that kill. So normally if I'm going to play tucked in this little corner, I'm either going to have a ghost or a gun where I can wallbang, because we had the Omen and the Reyna swinging out this direction, and I did not have any way of shooting them because my classic was not wallbangable. And it's kind of difficult because the rest of my team is playing backside here while we are being pushed from here and to here. I think sitting here works well because I have the sound cues that my team backside might not have. And while the enemy is focusing on my team here and trying to swing through them both, so this is a good spot. Usually I will throw a molly for market at door, but our Phoenix threw his molly, so I throw one for CT and one here on lane. Paired with my alarm bot, and I plant. This time I'm not popping that molly right away back CT. I'm waiting for the Omen smoke to fade, and then I'm popping it. Oftentimes you'll see me staring at a wall, ready to pop my util where I'm not on the open, and so I'm ready to swing off my teammates.
Revealing area.
Here. Last player standing. My ultimate is ready. One enemy.
So here we win the round, but I definitely whiffed my shots on Reyna there.
Here.
Now this round, we've been hitting B twice.
Here.
I have my ult, or I will have my ult. I have to grab orb. So I want to take A because I know 2 molly lineups.
Placing alarm bot.
One for heaven
Careful.
and one for tree. The one for tree, you aim at that little cloud dot. Like there's a little backwards L in that cloud. You just aim there and you throw. And it will land not exactly in tree. It will land more like here. And then the molly lineup for heaven, I will show in a minute, but that one lands here. I do mess up my heaven molly because I'm trying to get it to land more in this corner as my ult does not cover this back area.
Placing swarm grenade. Finished.
I got a lucky shot on chamber.
Swarm grenade out.
Take flight. Enemy spotted A.
Okay, for this heaven lineup, you're basically going to stand where I currently am standing. But you're going to aim a little to the left where you see, like, the one spoke that I'm currently aiming at. You're going to aim to the left where the 2 spokes are. Just a singular. And you're just going to throw it. And it should land about where I mentioned earlier. But like I said, I'm trying to hit
Placing swarm grenade.
that back corner. I miss.
Grenade out.
Last player standing.
Turret.
I didn't realize turret killed him. I thought Jet landed in the molly. But again, just another waiting game. I have my turret. I know where they are.
Turrets destroyed.
And I do swing out a bit, expecting them to drop.
One enemy remaining.
Got 3.
And here is where I'm playing a gamble. Part of me wants to hide in this smoke, but at the same time, I need to play time. I'm the last one alive, and I don't have any more util. I managed to get the kill.
Calculated.
A little stressful, but I get it.
Last round in the half.
The way I thought was I can either sit in that smoke, and they're gonna expect me to sit in that smoke, or I can make the omen
Reloading.
walk through a smoke twice.
You did well.
And he has to gamble which side I'm on, you know? Here I'm debating putting my turret down. I'm thinking of actually saving it for post-plant on site. Now chamber does get arena, so we're a little hesitant to push. I throw a molly market,
Placing swarm grenade.
I pop the molly,
Grenade
and
out.
I'm worried that someone is tucked in that corner.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm
My
grenade
Phoenix
out.
clears it, but I've already thrown my molly. Now I alarm bot for lane, and I run onto site. It's just Phoenix and I am very worried
Help.
if Phoenix dies, then we're not gonna get anywhere. But thankfully my team's just better and they crunch me.
Found them. Here. Killed my bot.
One enemy remaining.
Now I know that Omen was lane. You can hear him. And I don't like this positioning. So I try and catch him up. Here in CP, ping it,
Who could have
ping the wrong
predicted
spot,
this?
but I readjusted
Alright.
quite nicely
I did.
by the Sun bundle.
Switching sides. Match
Side
point.
switch. Going to my trusty spot over in A. A lot of times, Killjoys will set up on B because it is a bit easier to hold down. You can really isolate people lane and just farm kills there. But because of this, I like to try and switch it
Placing
up.
alarm bot.
So I go
Swarm
A.
grenade.
Jet does dash, so I
Placing swarm
am
grenade. You did well.
trying to prevent her from surviving by placing my molly a little bit farther back from the first one. And I'm tucking this corner because no one ever clears this corner.
Let's watch it.
Careful.
I got a 4K last time I played Ascent right here in this corner.
Still in sight.
And alas is the life of a sentinel. No one comes.
Careful.
Enemy
There's a
spotted
ghost. I want the
Revealing
ghost.
There they are.
I got a nice shot on ISO. I try and wallbang. No avail.
One enemy remaining.
Reyna's down. And we'll talk about the rest of this in just a
Last
second.
player standing. Clutch.
Okay. So, my Reyna has a shorty.
Enemy
I
spotted
picked this
B.
ghost up before she does. I didn't realize, and I should have given her the ghost. Or she should have picked up my classic. But it's fine.
One enemy
Reyna
remaining.
killed.
It looks like the enemy Reyna dropped a ghost. And granted, my Reyna could have picked up that ghost. But I'm here to talk about my gameplay and not my Reyna's. We're splitting up. I didn't realize it at the time that my Reyna had a shorty. So she can't take a long distance fight. I should be going with her and swinging with her. Because my gun will go the distance, hers will not. That was my first mistake.
Last player standing.
My second mistake is this panicked gunfight.
Clutch.
I do believe that if I would have slowed down, I could have gotten those shots. Or if I would have moved. Counter-strafed. Or is it still counter-strafing if you're counter-strafing the jet dash? Regardless, we lose. Hindsight's 2020. You know. It's fine. 4-1.
Stress if I die.
Not that big.
It was great knowing you. Placing alarm
I'm doing
bomb.
the same setup because no one's come here yet.
Placing
So they're not
swarm
going to
grenade.
expect it.
Placing
And
swarm
also because
grenade.
I really want to get some free kills.
Careful.
Now I do hear a footstep.
Careful.
Now, my Reyna dies mid, and I get worried. So I'm repositioning. Because if I stay here, I can get double swinged. And I don't like the way I'm positioned, especially with them having better guns. So I stand here. I realize I want to get an off angle. So I hesitantly peek out.
Power down. Delete it.
I swing for another, realize they're all there. I don't want to swing again. Realistically, I should have gotten the omen and waited. I think I swung too far out.
Delete it.
It's a good shot chamber. But again, you can see I am swinging back out and the ISO is getting me because he's also swinging. I think I should have tucked, waited for the rest of my team to drop down, or held that same off angle that I did when I first shot omen. Now the Sova dart
Here.
is going to reveal the enemy team. And I'm going to wait. I'm not really interested in swinging
Enemy tag.
because I am in a good position and I have two of my teammates already kind of holding each other. So my goal is to just kind of hold a sort of cross with my Reyna.
Spike down A.
I can hear one catwalk. So I wait, expecting him to push back out.
Turret down. Swarm grenade out. Watching this.
And I prematurely pop my mollies.
10 seconds left. Last player standing.
So here, I am able to get chamber before the door closes.
Spike planted.
And I get to my ultimate. And I ult.
It's you and me.
I'm gonna let this
Found them.
fight commence and then go on.
Caught two.
Alright, so let's talk. I get my ult right here,
One down. My ultimate
and I break the door.
is ready.
Spike
There are
planted.
two things that I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're gonna push my ult, and I don't feel like holding as it is a 2v1. I'd rather them push my ult and wrap heaven and try to get them either escaping or going in to break my ult. I think perhaps it would have been better if I held main and held my ult. But at the same time,
Caught two.
two are detained. I assume that they are main because I did hear my alarm bot go off. So I am looking main. I probably should have cleared sight, or if I was planning on sticking, I probably should have moved faster. As not clearing sight, we lose the round. But I think the ISO was main, and Reyna was the only one tucked in that corner. And if I would have walked out through tree, I would have seen her.
Spike down mid.
Variable.
One
removed.
enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Here, I assume that Jett will be going B because I am an A player,
30 seconds
and they
left.
lost saw me tree healing their chamber. But I was wrong when they planted A. And I'm down in a 1v1.
Placing sentry.
Place my turret is kind of to get info. Either my turret shoots or they shoot my turret. And it will hold peak if they are main. I am worried about hell, so I give a few bullets. Unfortunately, they are not hell and they are main, and so they get their timing right and kill me.
Sudden death.
They seem to push mid a lot, so I am adjusting my setup to throwing a alarm bot and a molly for mid and putting my turret the same spot. So that way I can comfortably stay in range of both my alarm bot and turret and a molly
Swarm grenade.
to prevent the flood. And I figure I am just going to hold mid. I'm going to tuck into this one corner. Now I hear them catwalk
Help.
and also main. I'm trying to keep an eye on my mini-map to make sure I do not pop my molly while my omen is standing on top of it.
Swarm grenade out. Here.
Because I can't hear anything and he smoked, I'm popping it. Perhaps a little prematurely, but it will prevent them from pushing.
Impeccable kill.
I do get a pick on Reyna. Usually I would wait a little bit longer to see if anyone follows after her, but I took my chances. Now I am repositioning to be tucked
Swarm
in this
grenade
corner.
out. Oh, sorry.
Accidentally popped my molly Reyna on Reyna. Didn't realize she was mid. I don't hear him anymore. So I'm rechecking mid.
Here.
I hear Jett mid, I hear a couple mid, and so I try and, get more of an off angle after my solo dies. I baited him a little bit.
30 seconds
I managed to get one,
Spike down mid.
but they swung a little more to the left than I was aiming for, and I die.
One enemy remaining.
I ping on the map where the Jett was, because she was spamming through heaven wall. And Arena wins the game. Watching back your VODs is a wonderful way to learn. Like I said, hindsight really is 2020, and there's a bunch of stuff that I would be doing differently now. But if you're looking to improve, I recommend watching back your VODs. It will, teach you where you're going wrong, um, like positioning or crosshair placement or what kind of util works, and maybe perhaps even find a pattern of types of corners that people just don't tend to clear, and you can utilize them. So, yeah, that's kind of my thought process when it comes to the games. Not a lot going on. It does be pretty head empty, but I hope you found it somewhat entertaining and maybe 5%, no, 1% educational. There was a Molly lineup in there. But yeah, just thought it'd be a little interesting, a little fun to let you inside my brain, you know? But thank you for watching. I hope, again, you learned something or at least were entertained. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.